Since their release, almost 25 years ago today, the Pokemon games have had a major impact on my life, and apparently others' lives too, because the games have exploded in popularity. Today, the franchise holds one of the spots of the best-selling video game franchises of all time. As a child, I loved Pokemon Red and Blue since the day they released in 1996. I have been playing each follow-up release ever since. Be it nostalgia or rose-tinted glasses, I often find myself going back and playing the very first games in the series despite their numerous bugs, glitches, and lack of modern features. I absolutely love Red and Blue. It's because of my familiarity that I often play through the games with my own self-imposed challenges, be it playing without using items, playing using only certain types of moves, or playing with only certain Pokemon types. Self-imposed challenges can be a new and interesting way to play through a well-known favorite. Today, I set forth on my hardest challenge yet. I want to find an answer to the question that's been on my mind since Pokemon was created. Is it possible to beat Pokemon Red and Blue with only a level 100 Mewtwo? For those unfamiliar with the Pokemon franchise, the games are designed around catching various creatures and assembling a team of 6 to battle your way to becoming the strongest Pokemon trainer in the world. By limiting myself to only one Pokemon, I am severely handicapping myself and making it harder to complete the game. Since I am restricting myself to just one creature, I decided to pick Mewtwo. Mewtwo is the strongest monster from the first generation Pokemon games, and combined with the fact that he will be level 100 gives me the best chance to beat the champion and become the best there ever was. Before I start the challenge, I have to first establish my methods and rules. My self-imposed rules are as follows. First, level 100 Mewtwo is the only Pokemon allowed to battle. Because I am forced to use the HM moves Cut and Surf, both moves that Mewtwo can't learn, I must catch 2 additional Pokemon to get me through the game, but I cannot use either of them in battle. The second rule I impose is that I am not allowed to use items in battles. If I wanted an easy non-challenge, I could just spam full restores for an instant win, but that would prove nothing other than I'm very good at spending Pokédollars. Now, level 100 Mewtwo is not usually available at the start of the game. In order to get my challenge underway, I had to employ a few Game Shark codes. First, I swapped the starting Pokemon with Mewtwo. Then I replaced the potion in my inventory with 99 rare candies. This would allow me to feed rare candies to my Mewtwo until he reaches level 100. Waiting while I level up my Pokemon is perhaps the most difficult part of the challenge to get through. It took me over 5 minutes just pressing the A button until my starter reached the max level, but after that, I am finally ready to start my challenge. The first battle I face is against my rival, who I named Poophead. I manipulated my rival into choosing Charmander by selecting my Mewtwo from the rightmost Pokeball, which would normally contain a Bulbasaur. Charmander will eventually evolve into Charizard, who is the coolest and most powerful starter in Gen 1. This will make my rival the strongest possible he can be, making for the hardest possible challenge. In the first battle, my rival sends out a level 5 Charmander. I send out my Mewtwo, who I named Lemon after one of my cats. Lemon is able to take out the enemy Charmander with a single psychic attack. What a great start to my challenge. Moving on to the first of 8 gym leaders, I am able to defeat Brock's Geodude and Onix with both a single psychic from Lemon. Afterwards, I picked up the TM for Water Gun and taught it to Lemon to get another offensive move. This is a much needed reprieve as it saves me from running back and forth to Pokemon Center in order to restore the PP of my attacking move. This was a great help as I made my way through Mount Moon and stopped Team Rocket from abusing the fossils within. Next up is the Water Expert Misty. Both her starfish monsters are taken out with a single psychic. This lands me my second badge, making me one step closer to overcoming this challenge. After talking to the captain of the SS Anne, I get the HM for Cut. This means I am forced to catch my very first HM user. North of Vermilion, I catch a Bellsprout and name it Cut, because it's my Cut user. This is also the route where I take my very first damage ever. A junior trainer girl has a couple of level 16 Pidgeys that know Quick Attack. This priority move is able to hit my Lemon before he's able to retaliate. This lowers my HP by 5 points. Making my way to the Vermilion Gym, Cut uses Cut to grant me access to Lieutenant Surge. There, I am able to take out his Voltorb, Pikachu, and Raichu with a single Psychic each, earning me my 3rd gym badge and the TM for Thunderbolt. This leads to my biggest mistake in my playthrough. Trying to teach Lemon Thunderbolt, I accidentally override Psychic. This leaves Mewtwo without his strongest move. With no recent save, this mistake could be fatal to the run. Onward to Celadon, where I challenge Erica, the Grass Expert Gym Leader. Armed with only 2 attacking moves, Thunderbolt and Water Gun, I am still able to kill all 3 of Erica's Pokemon with only 1 attack. With victory over Erica, my badge count increases to 4. Before leaving Celadon, I head up to the department store and have a chat with the little girl on the roof. I trade a bottle of water for the TM for Ice Beam. This gives Lemon a powerful 3rd offensive option. My Mewtwo is now equipped with Thunderbolt, Water Gun, and Ice Beam. I managed to beat Team Rocket's Giovanni a couple of times, once in their Vermilion hideout, and another time as he's trying to bully the Silph Co president in Saffron City. He goes down easy, each one of his Pokemon taking only 1 hit to defeat. While I'm in Saffron, I go to the gym leader Sabrina. Her Pokemon are easily dispatched, giving me my 5th gym badge and a TM for Psywave. Since I accidentally erased Psychic earlier, I decided to teach Lemon Psywave, so he'll have at least 1 Psychic-type offensive move in his repertoire. Before moving on, I stop back over to Celadon and pick up the gift Pokemon Eevee. I quickly evolve it into Vaporeon using a Water Stone from the department store. This allows me to have a Pokemon capable of learning Surf without having to go out and catch one. Next stop in my run is the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City. I pick up the HM for Surf and the Gold Teeth, which I can exchange for Strength. Equipped with those, I take on Fuchsia's Poison-type gym leader Koga. Koga's first coughing is taken out with a super effective Psywave. When the second Pokemon Muck comes out, the strangest thing happens. Muck does not die in a single hit. That's right, my level 100 Mewtwo does not kill Koga's level 39 Muck with 1 super effective Psywave. Could my run be over right here? If I start having trouble at this point, what chance do I have against the Elite Four? Luckily, Muck doesn't actually attack, and Koga wastes his turn using an X attack item. This allows me to finish Muck off in 1 more hit. Koga's last 2, another coughing and a wheezing, both go down in 1 Thunderbolt. I have learned my lesson. I won't be relying on Psywave again, despite it getting same type attack bonus. So I override Psywave with Strength. Combined with my Vaporeon knowing Surf, I now have enough moves to traverse all of Kanto and complete the game. I get on my Vaporeon and surf my way to Cinnabar Island. It's here where I fight the Fire-type gym leader Blaine. His Pokemon are no match for my level 100 Mewtwo, and each faint with a single Thunderbolt. Onward to the last gym match, it's Giovanni of Viridian City. He and his ground Pokemon are tough, but they all fall in 1 hit to Lemon's Water Gun. Now I have all badges. After Lemon strengths his way past a few boulders in Victory Road, I am finally able to take on the Elite Four. All I have is Mewtwo. He knows Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Water Gun, and Strength. Will he alone be able to beat the 4 toughest trainers in all of Kanto? And even if he can power through, will he have enough muster left over to defeat Champion Poophead? The real challenge begins now. The first Elite Four member is Lorelei, the Ice-type expert. She sends out Dewgong as her first Pokemon. Lemon is able to take it out with a single Thunderbolt. Up next, she sends out her Cloyster, a defensive monster. Cloyster also gets taken out with 1 hit, but Lorelei still has 3 Pokemon left. Slowbro comes out and then dies to a single Thunderbolt. Lorelei remains unworried as she sends out her Jinx, the first Pokemon that isn't part water and won't have a weakness to electric moves. However, Jinx goes down in one Thunderbolt just like the previous opponent. Lorelei sends out her ace in the hole, a Lapras, who immediately dies in one hit. After defeating the Ice Master, the second Elite Four member I need to fight is Bruno, the fighting type expert. Bruno has 2 Onyxes, both who die to the ×4 effective water gun. He also has both Hitmon Pokemon and the 4-armed Machamp, all 3 of which die in a single hit. I decide to use Ice Beam on the Machamp to mix it up a little bit from using Thunderbolt. Only 2 more E4 members left. The third member is perhaps the most fearsome. Agatha is a Ghost-type trainer, so all her Pokemon are going to be strong against my Psychic-type Mewtwo. Or they would be if Gen 1 Pokemon wasn't glitched to all hell. For those out of the loop, in Gen 1 there's no super effective Ghost moves against Psychic types due to the extremely glitchy programming of the game. So I managed to kill every single one of Agatha's Pokemon in a single hit, and with taking no damage. Up next is Lance, the strongest Elite Four and the Dragon Tamer. With Ice Beam I clean house, everybody down in one hit. That's sort of a reoccurring theme in this playthrough. With the 4 goons down, the only person standing in my way of completing this challenge is the champion. Will Poophead's team of 6 be able to take down my single Mewtwo? Nope, everybody down in a single hit. Pidgeot, Alakazam, Rhydon, Executor, Gyarados, and Charizard. All dead in one hit. Even the strongest and coolest Pokemon, Charizard, could stand no chance against a level 100 Mewtwo. After Professor Oak insults his grandson and takes me to the Hall of Fame, I get to see Lemon's name forever enshrined in the history of Kanto. My name also gets entered along with my playtime of 4 hours, 44 minutes. Having finally completed my 1 Pokemon challenge, I can now rest knowing that I have beaten the Gen 1 Pokemon games with only a single Pokemon. It's one of the hardest self-imposed challenges I've ever completed, and I am truly happy to finally completed it. It seems that a level 100 Mewtwo is truly a strong ally to have on your team, even if he's the only team member. In my whole playthrough I only got hit 2 or 3 times, all from a priority move like Quick Attack. And only a single Pokemon was able to survive a hit from Lemon, and that was the Muck Koga used. This makes Koga the 2nd strongest trainer in all of Kanto, right after me and my Mewtwo. I've posted a link to my unedited playthrough in the description if you want to check to make sure I'm not lying. I know it's hard to believe, but you really can beat Pokemon Blue with only a level 100 Mewtwo. I'm leetshoe, thanks for watching.